Hey guys, it's Trinity and welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I've filmed and uploaded. First off, Happy New Year, Happy 2019. This year I really want to step up my game with my YouTube channel and my Instagram page. They're both flops. I'm not very persistent. I'm not very active on either one of those, and that's something I really want to change this year. It's one of my goals to really keep up with both of my pages. So I'm going to zoom you guys in because I'm going to be starting off with the eyes. I always start off with the eyes, and we are going to be using the famous JamesCharles palette. I love James so much. I'm going to zoom out so I can show you. This palette is freaking huge and it's just so pretty. I don't want to touch this. It comes with this sheet with all the shade names. I will definitely be keeping this because I love the shade names. And this is what the palette looks like without that little sheet on top. Oh my goodness, these colors are so vibrant and beautiful. I'm so excited. So the instructions James says with this palette is to use an eye primer and not concealer, which isn't a huge problem for me because I always use eye primer. Concealer just doesn't work out as primer for me just because my eyelids are oily and I just tend to crease 10 times faster. So I think I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Eden eyeshadow primer. I have this little sample, so I'm going to be using it. I hope it's not dried out because then I'm gonna cry. So I salvaged as much product as I could because this is dried out. I'm so excited. I don't even want to touch it. So now we're going to dive in to the palette. The ideal look that I have in mind is a sunset half cut crease. So I hope it works out. All right, so I'm going to set the primer with the shade Canvas. I'm going to go in with the shade B right here on a Morphe M441 and just blend that all over the crease. Wow, that is super bright and pigmented. Oh my gosh. I really want to smoke this out, almost close, almost touching my brow. Alright, so this is what we have so far. The yellow blended out so beautifully, so seamlessly. It is super pigmented. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking my Morphe M518. I'm going to take, I think I just said Morphe M518. I'm going to take my Morphe M433 and I'm going to take the shade 518 right here. It's the orange shade, and I'm going to blend that in the crease as well. Oh, I'm so excited for this orange. Okay, wait. I'm not really seeing much orange. Maybe I just need to pack, maybe I just need to super pack it, which I am. Now that I've packed this on, I'm going to blend it out a little bit. I'm going to take that Morphe M441 again and just blend out the edges. So what I'm noticing with the shade 518 is you have to work in packing motions and build it up in order to get the color payoff you want. But once you work with it a little bit, it is nice. It is a nice shade. I'm going to take my other M433 brush and I'm going to take this red shade called You're Kidding. Let's focus that more on the outer corner. I'm gonna do what I did with 518 is do patting motions. Oh, okay, there it goes. I did a few more taps into the shade and it's definitely pigmented. I'm going to drag it into the crease as well. going to take that previous M433 and blend these shades together. Alright, so next I want to take this beautiful shade right here and focus that more in the outer corner, and this is the shade Love That. I'm going to pack that on with my Morphe M560 brush. Then I'm going to blend it out with my M433 that I used on the shade You're Kidding. I'm gonna drag it into the crease a little bit. And this is what it looks like so far. I'm actually really loving how this is looking. Everything is blending out beautifully and seamlessly. I see no harsh lines, I see no patches. Last shade before we cut the crease, I am going to take my Morphe M507 brush. I'm going to take this purple right here. Woo! And that is in the shade Escape. And I'm going to focus that on the very bottom of my outer corner. Oh wow, super pigmented. I'm going to tap and kind of blend it up a little bit. Alright, so this is now what it should look like. It is absolutely beautiful and honestly better than I imagined. So now it's time to cut the crease. So I've now cut both creases and I'm going to set it with Flashback. This shade right here. So I think I'm going to take that Morphe M507 brush again and take the purple shade called Escape and just blend out the edges so they look seamless. I'm going to do packing motions. And then I'm going to take that Morphe M433 brush. I'm not going to add any eyeshadow, just blend it. And it should look just like this. So I just moisturized my face. I also added thin line of liquid liner for lashes later. So now I'm going to be trying out the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I've heard really good things about this primer. It costs a pretty penny, so I hope it works. So I'm actually going to use my hands. Let's see. I'm looking at the mirror behind. It smells just like the water cream, which I love. That moisturizer. I always like to pat my face after I put on primer just so it can sink into my skin. I don't really feel or see a difference. I don't really think it like filtered away my imperfections, but let's see how foundation looks on top. I'm now going to take my Dior Air Flash foundation in the shade 201, I think. Yeah, 201. So I'm going to take this foundation on my Morphe E6 brush. With this foundation, this brush works best for blending it out. And I don't spray the foundation on my face specifically because I always do my brows and eyes first and the foundation will get on top. So I spray it directly onto the brush and blend it out from there. Okay, so as I remember, the foundation is flawless, lightweight, has amazing coverage, blends out seamlessly and perfectly. I don't really know if the primer is doing much. I don't really see a difference in my face in regards to like the primer and what it's doing. But you know, it could make my makeup last longer, so we'll see. All right, now for concealer, we're going to be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Almond. I'm really excited. I hope I really like this concealer. I feel like I haven't found that perfect concealer that I just love. Oh, I think the shade is, oh no, I think it's plain. Off the bat, it looks like it has amazing coverage. Like, it blended out so easily onto my skin. It actually covered my dark circles, which I really like. Wow, I really like this concealer. It blended out beautifully. It also is really hydrating. Now, for setting powder, I'm going to be trying out the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. I got the shade Pound Cake. Oh, it has a protector. All right, that's cool. So it has a little protector that you can put on top so that way it doesn't make a mess. I'm going to take a generous amount on my sponge and set everywhere I put concealer. It smells just like the foundation. Oh my gosh, I love that smell. So now I'm going to take my Morphe E48 and dust away all the baking. Alright, so I don't see any problem with the powder. Usually the problems that I see with new setting powders is they'll cling onto my pores on my nose, because that's where I have the most, my nose is like my most problematic area. But it actually didn't cling onto them. If anything, it set my nose really nice. My under eyes look flawless. The concealer, it like covered my under eye circles and bags really well. I love how the concealer looks, honestly. I love how everything looks so far. So I think I'm going to take the purple shade Escape with my Morphe E36 and blend that under the eye. I kind of want to use a blue though. We'll see. I'm going to take this Anastasia dual-ended brush that came in like the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take the shade Love That, and I'm going to blend that under the eye as well. So I'm going to take that Morphe M441 and the yellow again and just blend it lightly under the eye. Alright, so now I've applied my lashes and mascara. I put on the e.l.f. lashes. Wow, okay. Are they called Starstruck? I think they're called Starstruck. And then I put my Maybelline Last Sensational Mascara, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner. I've been waiting for this part because when James released a palette, it was definitely like I instantly fell in love with this one color, and it's definitely one of my favorite colors from the palette, so I'm really excited to use it as my inner corner highlight. I'm going to take this shade right here. It is called Hello, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And I'm going to take that on my Morphe G12. Okay, it didn't really pop up that much. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh, so pretty. Wow, I love how that looks with this. Ah! All right, and now The eyes are complete. This is what the eyes look like. I don't have any new products for bronzer or blush, so I'm just going to be taking my Benefit Cheekathon palette and bronze my face with Hoola. I'm going to bronze with my Morphe R7 brush. I'm going to take that same Cheekathon palette, and I think I'm going to go in with this blush right here in the shade Coralista, and I'm going to take that on my Morphe E4. Now I'm going to highlight my face. I'm gonna swatch ring light and face, so this is ring light right here and this is face. I'm gonna swatch them both to see which one, if they're light enough to even use as highlights on my face, because sometimes that's a problem. So yeah, I think ring light is going to be the best bet because face is just a tad bit dark and I know it'll leave a shadow. So I'm going to use ring light as my highlight. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful as a highlight. Oh, by the way, to highlight my face, I used the Morphe Y14 brush. Oh my goodness, I am beaming today. So now I'm going to set my face in place. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish setting spray. So now I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to line my lips with the Morphe Zippy Lip Pencil. I'm going to now take the Anastasia lip gloss in the shade Freya. Now the face is complete. I'm going to do my hair and change off camera, and I will be right back. Alright guys, and that completes today's makeup look. I am extremely happy with how this came out. So let's break down everything that I used today. So first and foremost, the James Charles palette. I love it. I love it a lot actually. I will say there are a couple shades in there that you really have to work with, you really have to pack on and build and build. I do want to try the palette with my regular primer that I use, the regular primer potion from Urban Decay, because the Eden one, it was dried out, it was not blending right when I was packing it on. So I want to see if that affected, you know, those two shades that I was having a hard time with building the color. But other than that, everything blended out seamlessly. It was pigmented. I mean, oh, this look turned out beautifully. So I do love the palette and I can't wait to keep on working with it. And I cannot wait to create more looks with this. Next is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. To be honest, I didn't see a difference when I applied it in my foundation. I want to see how it looks with all my other foundations that I use on the daily, but as of today, I didn't see a difference. I didn't see it do anything to my face. I didn't see it blur anything out. But I will test it out to see if it lasts long. As for the Born This Way concealer, I love this concealer a lot. I cannot wait to continue to use it and try it with different foundations because I love the way it looked under my eye and on my face. It covered my dark circles completely. I consider this medium to full, more on the full side. It blended out seamlessly. It's super hydrating. It's not drying or anything. But I love how this looks on my face. The Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking Powder. I liked it. It did not cling onto my pores like I said earlier. Usually I have that problem with a lot of loose powders. But this one didn't at all. It also smells just like the foundation, which I love the smell. I will say the packaging is kind of hard to get out more powder. I really have to shake it in order to get the product out, and even then it was still kind of struggling, so I have to figure out how to work with this. As for the Anastasia lip gloss, I mean I love it. There's nothing wrong there. It looks super pretty. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. Sometimes certain lip glosses will make like my lips feel itchy and tingly, and I don't like that, but this one does not do that. So yeah, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up down below. Comment down below any suggestions or ideas you'd guys like me to film in the future, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'd also appreciate if you follow my makeup account on Instagram. It is at MAELINE Makeup. On that note, before I started filming today, there is this Instagram page called Undiscovered Makeup Artists, and they basically repost you know, makeup artists that don't have a huge following and want to get recognized and discovered. So as of today, I was posted onto their account, and that is a huge milestone for me. It might not seem like a big deal for other people, but to me it's a huge deal. It has over 600 likes right now, 20 comments, and honestly, like, it made my heart warm. It makes me really happy. Like, just seeing all this love from all these other makeup artists and from my family and friends just supporting me and showing love onto that post. I'm so happy that I'm still in shock that it happened. I still can't believe it actually happened, and I will forever remember this. So thank you to Undiscovered Makeup Artists for reposting my picture. This just encourages me to continue to do better and to do what I love, to keep practicing makeup, and to just pursue this hobby that I love so much. So anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye! I forgot all my coffee and all my ice melted. That's disgusting. Which is... oh! I just stick my finger into a shadow. Oh, I kind of set a crease a little bit. Oh, that was bad. Okay. Oh, and of course the camera is dying. Okay. Oh, hi! Excuse me. So now I've applied... Alright, so now I've applied... Focus! Did you hear my stomach? That is so embarrassing. Someone's calling me. This happens literally every time I film. Hello?